Greetings folks, Stoneman here, and now for the last few weeks, something's been going on in our Minecraft world. Something quite horrendous, to be honest. Now it all starts with a new player joining us. YouTube, say hello to It's Me, Steph. Now what happened was, when he joined, Steph got himself a horse, which turned out to be morbidly slow, for which I quickly euthanized it. Little did I know at the time, this one act would cause titanic amounts of drama. Now all of this kind of revolves around Desert Path. The thing is, he is weirdly infatuated with animals, and this act of me killing a horse deeply bothered him, apparently. He held it at a funeral, taking off his armor, showing all sorts of weird respect, and this specifically somber moment was completely interrupted by Steph riding in on his new horse. The insensitivity is off the charts. And he didn't even just come there on his new horse. He did tricks. He was doing jumping practices in the middle of a funeral, man. It was insane. After which he immediately drove his animal into a small pond, which is, always quite fun. After helping Steph out, I went and saw the most horrific act I had ever seen. Barth dug a pit, filled it with lava, and threw our flag in there. This was treason. And then this pathetic man just dared to walk past me and went casually to his house. He offered to give us all of his emeralds, but of course we didn't want them. I don't want disgusting treason emeralds. Get out of here. We had a couple of quarrels, after which I went and danced on the horse's grave, just to show Barth disrespect for how he showed disrespect to our flag. Now here's what happened. After all of this, the entire world was kind of split into two parties. One, with me and Bigger Flyer on it, saying that the killing of the horse wasn't a big a deal, and on the other side, there were Barth and Steph, who thought it was the biggest thing in the universe. And to sort of flatten the tension, we all decided to meet in the Parliament building in order for a conference of sorts to maintain peace. I suggested we take off our armor, since having armor on in a peace meeting doesn't seem quite peaceful to me. Steph threw some fish on the ground, and then he stabbed me. He killed me in cold blood in the Parliament building where we were trying to hold a conference of peace, where Barth gave a declaration. He declared that him and Steph were gonna go out and find their own countries. It didn't take much time for them to come up with their own little flag, which, to show an equal amount of disrespect, I also tossed into the flames. After that point, there was no going back. Tensions just kept piping up and up. There was a little skirmish on the bridge, which no one really fought. We all just stared at each other and aimed our weapons at each other. For all the moral posturing that they did about killing Steph's horse, they didn't have much of a ground to stand on, since after war was declared, Steph straight up stabbed my horse. I found the saddle and leash lying at my doorstep. But now I was ready. Now I knew what kind of men I was gonna go up against. I had never felt more patriotic before. I made multiple copies of our flag and hung them all up on my living room, which became sort of a temporary headquarters for us. We began preparations immediately. We made arrows, and as we do all the time, posed with sick gear next to our pet polar bear. But dear viewer, this might be the time when you would want to subscribe, since the stuff that happened after this was just absolutely bonkers.